Welcome to Daily English Podcast. Before we begin, I want you to take a breath, just one deep breath. Now look around you. Where are you? What are you doing with your life right now? Not yesterday, not last year, not your dreams. I'm talking about right now, this second. Because the truth is harsh. You're wasting the best years of your life, and you don't even realize it. The silent killer of dreams. Most people don't die at 80. They die at 25, but they're buried at 80. Did you hear that? Let me say it again. Most people stop living when they're young. They stop chasing. They stop dreaming. They stop becoming. And then they exist. Quietly, politely, painfully, until the end. They work jobs they hate. They sleep through life. They repeat the same day for years and call it a life. But it's not life. It's a slow death. Why? Because comfort became their god. Because fear became their excuse. Because tomorrow became their religion. And that's how dreams die, not with a bang, but with silence. This moment is your wake-up call. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt fully alive? I'm not talking about being busy. I'm not talking about having fun. I mean alive, with fire in your chest, lightning in your eyes, purpose in your bones. You see, this podcast isn't for everyone. It's not for the ones who are okay with average. Not for the ones who still think they've got plenty of time. This is for the ones who want to break free. Who feel like something inside them is dying, slowly, silently. Because if that's you, then I need you to listen with your whole soul. This might be the message that changes everything. The years you'll never get back. You are young right now, or young enough. And if you're not, you're still breathing. That means you're not done. But time, it's not your friend. It's a killer in disguise. While you scroll, while you sleep late, while you put off your dreams for later, time is robbing you. Your best years are bleeding out. And one day, you'll look back and ask, what the hell happened to me? Let me be brutally honest. You think you're waiting for the right moment. But the truth is, the right moment is now. And it's slipping through your fingers while you overthink. Kill the lie. I'm too young. I'm too late. Here's the lie you've been told. You're still young. Don't worry, you've got time. And the second lie, it's too late for you now. Just accept your fate. Both are garbage. You're never too young to start, and never too old to change. Colonel Sanders started KFC at 65. Oprah got fired before she found her calling. Morgan Freeman didn't land his big roles until his 50s. You're just making excuses. Excuses sound smart until you realize they're costing you your future. What do you really want? Let's get honest. Deep down, what do you want? To be financially free? To build your own business, to speak English confidently, to travel the world, to wake up excited, not exhausted, to feel like your life actually means something? Then why aren't you doing anything about it? Why are you wasting 3 hours a day scrolling? Why are you going to bed at 2 a.m. watching people who are already living your dream? Why are you watching Netflix when your life is burning? The gap between who you are and who you want to be is filled with what you do every single day. You're not fine. You're numb. You say, I'm okay. But you're not. You've just learned how to live without feeling. You've learned to survive instead of thrive, to smile instead of scream, to sleep instead of dream. You are numb, and numbness is a dangerous disease because it convinces you that a boring, dead life is normal. Wake up. You're not fine. You're just distracted. And distractions are keeping you from the life you were meant to build. The real enemy is you. It's not your parents, not your boss, not your school, not your friends. It's you. You are the one choosing to stay stuck. You are the one giving in to laziness. You are the one ignoring your potential. Every time you choose comfort over progress. Every time you say, I'll do it later. Every time you scroll instead of study. You're choosing failure. And the most dangerous thing, you're doing it quietly. You're dying slowly and calling it life. Fire or regret. Pick one. There are only two outcomes in life. One, you feel the fire of discipline now too, or the pain of regret forever. You can suffer now and rise, or stay comfortable and rot. There's no in between, because growth is pain and regret is worse. I want you to imagine something. You're 80 years old, you're sitting alone, and you're crying not because you lost something, but because you never even tried. You never chased, you never risked, you never lived, and now it's too late. Rewrite your life script. You've been following a script someone else gave. You go to school, get a job, work 40 years, retire, die. Is that your dream? No. Then why are you following it? You don't need permission to write your own story. Rip up the script. Write a new one. Build something of your own. Speak powerfully. Make money your way. Love who you want. Wake up with fire. Die with peace. That's a real life. And it's possible if you stop wasting time. Build. Don't blame. People love to blame. My parents didn't support me. I didn't have money. My country is unfair. I didn't get lucky. Blame feels good, but it builds nothing. You want a better life? Build it. You want to speak English better? Practice every day. You want more money? Learn a skill. Start a side hustle. You want to be confident? Face your fears. Stop hiding. Nothing will change until you change. So stop blaming. Start building. The war is inside you. You think you're biggest. Battles are outside. Your boss, your bills, your family, your job. But let me tell you the truth. The real war is inside you. It's not about the world. It's about the voices in your head. The one that says, you're not good enough. The one that whispers, why try? You'll fail anyway. The one that tells you, just chill. You deserve to relax. That voice is the enemy. Every day you wake up, you're at war. And guess what? You either win or you waste. You win when you ignore the doubt. You win when you take action anyway. You win when you say, not today. Weakness, not today. Build a life, not just a living. Let me be clear. You were not born to just pay bills and die. You were not born to work 5 days a week just to enjoy, to obey a boss who doesn't know your name. Spend your energy building someone else's dream. No. You were born to create, to build something that matters, to live a life that excites you. not one you escape from. If your job feels like a jail, then it's not security, it's slow suicide, and it's stealing the best years of your life. You don't have to quit tomorrow, but you do have to start building something that's yours. Your mind is a garden. What are you planting? Every thought is a seed. Every word is water. And your mind, it's the garden. If you plant doubt, you grow fear. If you plant excuses, you grow weakness. But if you plant belief, you grow power. You have two choices. Let your mind grow weeds or plant greatness with intention. What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who are you surrounding yourself with? If it's not feeding your dreams, it's killing them. Protect your mind like it's your future. Because it is. Pain is not the enemy. It's the trainer. You think pain means you're losing. You think struggle means you're weak. But let me break your illusion. Pain is the proof of growth. Pain is your trainer. It's the gym for your soul. It doesn't break you. It builds you. When you push through soreness, your muscles grow. When you push through fear, your confidence grows. When you push through heartbreak, your soul becomes stronger. So don't avoid pain. Don't numb it. Use it. Because behind every painful moment is a more powerful version of you, waiting to be born. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire you're waiting to feel motivated. You want the right mood, the perfect vibe. You wait for a podcast to pump you up. You scroll, hoping to feel ready. Let me tell you, that's weakness disguised as preparation. Motivation is nice, but it's not reliable. Discipline is what wins the war. Discipline shows up when motivation is gone. Discipline is the voice that says, I don't feel like it, but I'll do it anyway. You want results? Don't wait to feel ready. Train yourself to act when it's hardest. That's the difference between dreamers and doers. Your habits are the construction crew of your future. Stop saying you have no time. You have 24 hours, just like every billionaire, every athlete, every icon. The difference, what they do every day. Your habits are either building your dream or building your destruction. Let me be raw. If you spend 3 hours on TikTok, but say you don't have time to work on yourself, you're not busy, you're lying to yourself. You don't need a massive change. Just change your daily system. Small wins every day. Because consistency beats intensity every time. Stop consuming. Start creating every time you open your phone. You're consuming someone else's creation, their video, their music, their life. When will you create something of your own? You say, I want to be a YouTuber. Then post your first video. You say, I want to inspire people. Then speak, even if no one listens. You say, I want to build something big. Then start small, but start. Because if you only consume, you become a spectator in your own life. And life is not a movie, it's a battlefield. Pick up your camera. Pick up your voice. Pick up your mission. Asterisk, you don't need to know everything to begin. Most people never start because they're waiting to know everything. They think they need the best strategy, the perfect gear, the complete plan, but that's a lie from fear. You don't need to be ready. You need to be real. You'll learn on the battlefield, not the classroom. You'll grow while building, not just planning. Done is better than perfect. Start messy. Start scared. Just start. Because motion creates momentum. And momentum creates miracles. Cut the chains. Your environment is controlling you. Let's talk real. You say you want to grow, but look around. Who are your friends? What are your conversations like? What fills your room, your phone, your habits? Because your environment is not neutral. It's either building you or breaking you. If you're surrounded by complainers, gossip, distractions, Tomathan, your fire will die. Quietly, slowly. You need to protect your circle like your life depends on it. Because it does. Cut the chains. Even if it means being alone for a while. Because isolation is better than poison. Excuses are just well-dressed leaflets. Stop pretending. I don't have time. I'm not talented. My situation is different. I'll start when I'm ready. Do you hear those words? They're not real reasons. They're lies, dressed up to make you feel better. Because the truth is simple. If it matters to you, you make time. If it doesn't, you make excuses. You're not too busy. You're just not disciplined. You're not unlucky. You're just not consistent. You're not tired. You're just uninspired. Excuses don't protect you. They trap you. And every time you believe them, you stay stuck. Your mind is the prison. And you have the key. You think you're stuck because of your job, because of your family, because of your past. No, you're stuck because of your mindset. You built mental walls around your potential, then convinced yourself they're real. But guess what? That voice in your head saying, you can't, you're too late, you'll fail. That voice isn't truth. It's fear, and fear is a liar. You hold the key. You can break the walls, but first you have to stop waiting for someone to unlock it for you. No one's coming. Set yourself free. Most people die waiting for the perfect time, waiting to be ready, waiting for more money, more motivation, more approval. And then life pauses. You know, what's written on most tombstones? Here lies someone who waited too long. The dream died with them. The book never written. The love never confessed. The power never used. Why? Because waiting felt safer than risking. But regret isn't safe. It's the slowest, cruelest. Painy. Don't wait. Start where you are. Right now is the only guarantee you have. Stop saying I can't. Say how can I? Your words shape your world. Every time you say I can't, you're building a wall between you and your goal. But the winners, the fighters, the warriors, they say, how can I? How can I learn English faster? How can I make money with no experience? How can I build discipline today? Change the question. Change your future. Because when you shift from limitation to solution, your brain stops making excuses and starts building bridges. Stop waiting for support. Let's be real. No one is obligated to believe in your dream. Not your parents, not your friends, not your partner, not your teacher. This is your vision, not theirs. Stop expecting applause for a race you haven't run yet. Stop crying that nobody supports. Me. You don't need support. You need self-respect. You start. You build. You fall. You rise. Then, one day, the same people who doubted you will ask, how did you do it? And you'll smile. because you did it without them. Comfort is the killer. You think you're safe because you're comfortable. But here's the truth. Comfort is killing you slowly. It's the enemy that feels like a friend. You choose the soft bed instead of the cold grind. You choose the same routine instead of risking a new path. You choose scrolling because facing your goals feels scary. And guess what? That comfort you're addicted to. That's the reason you feel empty. That's the reason your dreams are dusty. That's the reason you keep saying, someday. Comfort is the cage. Pain is the path. Start choosing growth, not ease. You're not behind. You're just distracted. You say, I'm so far behind. But what did you do today? How many hours went to scrolling, complaining, worrying, comparing? You're not behind because you're a failure. You're behind because you keep letting distractions rob your day. Want to catch up? Here's the secret. Focus beats speed. Cut the noise. Do one thing every day without fail. One focused year can put you 10 years ahead. Your phone is a thief. Your phone isn't just a device. It's the most powerful addiction ever created. And the truth, you don't control it. It controls you. You say, just 5 more minutes. But that 5 turns into 50. 50 turns into another day wasted. Ask yourself, what did your screen time build today? What goal got closer because of those reels? Your dream doesn't live in your phone. It lives in your action, in your silence, in your focus. Delete the apps, set the limits, take your life back. Rewrite your excuse list as a goal list. Let's flip the script. Take your 5 biggest excuses. I don't have time. I'm not confident. I don't know how. I'm scared. I always fail. Now rewrite them like this. I'll make time by cutting 1 hour of social media. I'll build confidence by speaking English for 15 minutes a day. I'll learn how by watching 1 tutorial daily. I'll face fear by doing 1 hard thing every morning. I'll fail forward and track every lesson. Turn every excuse into a mission. That's how you win. Later is the most dangerous word. I'll do it. Later sounds innocent, right? But that one word has destroyed more dreams than failure ever did. Later becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. Next year becomes never. You don't need a new plan. You need a new decision. Act now, even if it's small. Open the book. Do the push-up. Write the paragraph. Record the first video. Don't aim for perfect. Just aim for done. Momentum matters more than motivation. If you're not proud of it, rebuild it. Let me ask you this. Are you proud of the life you're living right now? Are you proud of your habits, your energy, your results? If the answer is no, then what are you doing? You're not a tree. You're not stuck. You can rebuild. Too many people accept a life that doesn't excite them. They adjust to pain instead of fixing it. They tolerate jobs that drain them. They stay in routines that suffocate them. But guess what? If it doesn't feel right, it isn't. Rebuild, reboot, reset. You don't need permission. You need a decision. Restart as many times as it takes. You think starting over is weakness? No. It's power. Winners don't fear restarts. They use them. Every failure, Every setback, every breakdown is a new beginning in disguise. Restart your habits. Restart your goals. Restart your mindset. Restart your life. You're not behind. You're just being reforged. Like steel in fire. It's okay to start from zero. Just don't stay at zero. Clean out your life. A building doesn't begin with doing more. It begins with removing what's destroying you. What are you holding onto that's making you heavy? Toxic friendships, addictive apps, old anger, shame from the past? You can't build a strong future on a broken foundation. It's time to clean out. Detox your environment. Unfollow the noise. Delete what drains you. Let go of what you've outgrown. Clean space equals clear direction. Build habits that build you. You don't rise by force. You rise by systems. Your habits are either pushing you forward or pulling you backward. So build habits that feed your brain, train your body, discipline your mind, calm your emotions, align with your mission. No more random routines, no more Sunday schedules. Create a daily system. Stick to it. Even when you're tired, especially when you're tired. You have the tools. Use them. You keep saying, I don't know what to do. But that's not true. You have YouTube. You have books. You have a phone. You have time. You have pain. You have hunger. These are your tools. The question is, are you using them? If not, then you're not serious. You're just daydreaming. Winners take what they have, no matter how small, and build anyway, even with broken pieces, even with nothing but hope, even with silence all around. Look in the mirror and destined in front of a mirror. Look at yourself, not your clothes, not your smile, not your body. Look into your eyes. Ask yourself, am I proud of how I'm living? Am I becoming who I promised myself I would be? If not now, when? And then decide. Today is the day I take my power back. Not tomorrow. Not next Monday. Not when the pain disappears. Now. Because the mirror doesn't lie. And neither should you. Change is a shock. Let it wake you. You're scared of change because it's uncomfortable. But you know what's worse? Regret. Change is like electricity. It shocks you awake. It burns your comfort zone. But it also lights up your soul. If it's shaking you, it's growing you. If it's painful, it's preparing you. If it feels like a storm, then something new is coming. Let the shock wake you, not break you. Aim higher, even if you miss. You're not dreaming too big. You're dreaming too small. Don't set goals to impress people. Set goals that scare you. Learn fluent English, not just good enough English. Earn more than survival money. Build wealth. Don't just lose weight. Build a powerful body. Don't just get a job. Build a purposeum for the stars. Land on the moon. But if you keep aiming at the floor, you'll stay there. Raise your standards. Raise your belief. Raise your life. Write a new identity. You're not rebuilding your schedule. You're rebuilding yourself. Who do you want to become? The one who shows up every day. The one who speaks powerfully. The one who finishes what they start. Then write it down. Literally. I am becoming underscore. I no longer accept underscore. I now do underscore every day. Identity is not fixed. It's written and rewritten by action. You are the fire, let me say this clearly. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not done. You are a fire that forgot how to burn. But the embers are still there. They never left. Rebuilding isn't about changing who you are. It's about remembering what you are. You are strong. You are fierce. You are chosen. You are becoming. Let the fire rise again. Light up your path. Burn the excuses. And build something so powerful that even your future self says, "Thank you for not giving up." Playing small has a cost, and it's everything you think. Playing small is safe. You think it protects you from failure. You think if you aim low, you won't get hurt. But here's the brutal truth. Playing small is the most expensive decision you'll ever make. It costs you your potential, your fire, your purpose, your pride, your freedom, your time. You won't feel the pain today, but one day you'll look back and realize you traded your greatness for comfort. You sold your future for safety, and that's the price. You weren't born to be average. Look around. Do you think you were born just to exist, to follow orders, to stay invisible, to make everyone else comfortable? No. You were born to lead, to rise, to speak, to create, to become something unforgettable. But the world trained you to shrink, to stay polite, to not ask too much, to be realistic. That's not life. That's a lie. You weren't made to fit in. You were made to break the mold. Shrinking yourself doesn't protect you. It destroys your eye. You think playing small protects your ego. It doesn't. It destroys your spirit. Every time you hold back your voice, you weaken your courage. Every time you hide your ideas, you bury your brilliance. Every time you stay silent, you silence your own power. And eventually, you start believing that you're not good enough. But you are. You always were. You just convinced yourself it was safer to be invisible. It's not. It's spiritual suicide. And you deserve better. You're not humble. You're hiding some people. Call it humility, but it's not. It's fear. I don't want to show off. I don't want attention. I don't want to make others uncomfortable. Let me tell you something. Your light doesn't hurt others. Their jealousy is not your problem. You weren't put here to be silent. You were put here to be seen, to be bold, to be brave, to shine so brightly it burns away every limit you used to believe in. Don't hide under the name of humble. Step up and own your space. Every day you stay small, you delay your destiny. Keep thinking, I'll grow one day, I'll go big later. But every day you play small, you push your real life further into the future. That business, delayed. That dream body, delayed. That fluent English, delayed. That powerful mindset, delayed. That confident version of you, delayed. And what happens when later never comes? You look in the mirror and see a ghost of who you could have been. And that ghost will haunt you forever. You'll never hit a target you don't aim for. You say, I don't want to fail, so you don't aim high. But here's the truth. Failure doesn't kill dreams. Fear does. You don't grow by staying safe. You grow by swinging hard, even if you miss, because every swing makes you stronger. Every shot makes you sharper. But if you never aim, you'll never hit anything. And life will pass while you're stuck waiting to feel ready. Ready is a lie. Action is the truth. The world doesn't reward quiet potential. You think having potential is enough. It's not. This world doesn't reward potential. It rewards execution. Nobody cares what you could do. They care what you've done, what you've built, what you've delivered. So stop saying, I could start a YouTube channel. I could be fluent. I could be successful. No more could. Start doing, start showing, start finishing. Because silent talent is just a dream waiting to die. Playing small doesn't keep you safe. It keeps you unknown. You think small keeps you safe from failure, but it also keeps you unseen, unheard, unpaid, unfulfilled. You think avoiding risk is smart. Avoiding growth is the real danger. You're not here to tiptoe through life and die unnoticed. You're here to make waves, to shake rooms, to walk in with confidence and own your space. So stop choosing safety. Start choosing significance. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of power. Let's go deeper. You say you fear failure, but in reality, you fear what happens if you succeed. Because success means you can't hide anymore. You'll be seen. You'll have to lead. You'll be responsible for greatness. That's terrifying. But it's also liberating. Stop fearing the spotlight. Stop fearing your own potential. You were built for impact. It's time to own that. Speak. Even if your voice shakes, stop waiting to feel confident. Confidence doesn't come first. Speaking comes first. You want to speak fluent English? Then speak, even if your grammar is broken. You want to lead? Then lead, even if your voice shakes. You want to inspire? Then start talking, even if nobody listens yet. Your power grows through action. Your light shines through repetition. Your voice gets stronger through usage. So speak. Speak afraid. Speak imperfect. But speak, because silence is no longer an option. You were never meant to be calm. You were built to be a storm. They told you to calm down, to play it safe, to be nice, to slow down. But inside you, there's a storm, a fire, a roar, a pulse that says, I'm not here to be average. Stop hiding your thunder. You were not meant to walk gently through life. You were meant to shake the ground with your presence, to break limits with your energy, to build something legendary, not quietly survive. Let the storm rise. Build it brick by brick. A storm doesn't just appear. It builds silently, patiently, powerfully. And so do you. You build your power with every early morning, with every hard choice, with every uncomfortable step, with every small promise kept. Don't look for a sudden lightning strike. Look for daily action, daily reps, daily effort. One brick today, one brick tomorrow. Suddenly, you've built a fortress. Consistency is the storm. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the flame. But consistency, that's the storm. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up when you're tired, doing the work when no one claps, taking one step when everything says stop. You won't see results overnight, but you will feel it day by day. You'll become someone unrecognizable, someone undeniable. When you can't find the storm, become it. Sometimes life goes silent. You feel stuck. Nothing moves. In that moment. Don't wait for power. Be power. You want energy? Create it. You want opportunity? Build it. You want momentum? Force it. Move your body. Move your mind. Move your life, even if no one else is. You're not a victim. You're not powerless. You are the storm. Stop apologizing for your fire. They'll call you too intense, too much, too driven, too ambitious. Good. That means they're feeling your fire. And fire wasn't meant to be quiet. Never shrink to make others feel better. Never water yourself down to fit in. Never hide your hunger to make others comfortable. Let your fire offend the ones still asleep. Because the world doesn't change with polite whispers. It changes with a roar. Train like the world depends on it. Because yours show you do one thing is how you do everything. So stop treating your life like a hobby. Train like it matters. Because it does. Want to be fluent in English? Practice like your future depends on it. Want to be healthy? Eat and move like your children will copy you. Want to be successful? Work like you've already made it. And now you're proving why. Every day is practice for the life you want. So bring that intensity. Train like a warrior. Live like a storm. Your voice is a weapon. Use it. Speak with volume. Speak with power. Speak with clarity. Because your voice isn't just sound. It's signal. It tells the world who you are. You want to speak better English, then speak more, louder, even when it's broken, even when it's awkward. Fluency isn't born, it's built. Confidence isn't given, it's earned. Every time you speak with courage, you sharpen your edge, you become unforgettable. Discipline is the engine behind the storm. Discipline isn't sexy. It's not loud. It's not fun. But it's the engine, the battery, the heartbeat of power. You don't need to feel like doing it. You need to do it anyway. Discipline is when you show up on the bad days, on the late nights, when nobody's watching. When the world is silent, that's when storms are born. In silence, in sweat, in self-respect. Stop letting emotions control the forecast. Some days you feel tired. Some days you feel lost. Some days you feel like doing nothing. Good. That means you're human. But feelings are weather. They come. They go. You're the climate. You're the system that keeps moving, no matter what. Stop letting temporary emotions make permanent decisions. Don't skip the work. Don't cancel the goal. Don't give up on the dream. Let the storm come. Let the rain fall. You move anyway. That's power. Storms don't beg. They are if you don't need to announce yourself. You don't need to ask for permission. You don't need to be invited. Storms don't knock. They rive. They shake. They change the world around them. You want respect. Then become unignorably. Show up early. Work like no one's watching. Let your results speak louder than your words. You don't need to say, "I'm coming." You need to be the one they can't ignore when you arrive. If you want a new life, kill the old one. You keep saying you want change. You want to grow. You want to become someone powerful. But here's the truth. You can't become new until you burn who you used to be. Burn the lazy version. Burn the afraid version. Burn the silent, average, doubting version. You can't carry your past into your future. Your next level requires a funeral for your old self. No more holding on. Let the old you die. So the real you can finally rise. Burn the excuse. Every excuse you make becomes a chain around your potential. I don't have time. I'm not lucky. I'm not smart. It's not the right moment. These aren't reasons. They're lies wearing suits. You weren't born with excuses. You learned them from weak voices, from scared people, from past failures. Now it's time to burn them, one by one, because your future self doesn't need comfort. He needs fire. Burn the lies. Build the life. Burn the one day lie you keep saying one day. One day I'll start. One day I'll speak. One day I'll build my dream. But here's the truth. One day is code for never. There is no one day. There is only day one, and that day is today. If you don't move now, you never will. You'll keep spinning in circles, calling it thinking. You'll keep repeating old patterns, calling it planning. The only thing one day builds is regret. Burn the walls you built to survive. They have been hurt. You've been betrayed. You've been laughed at. You've failed. And in response, you built walls. Walls of silence. Walls of fear. Walls of self-protection. But now, those walls are keeping you trapped. They once kept pain out. Now they keep your power in. It's time to destroy the fortress. Tear it down. Feel again. Speak again. Live again. The world isn't against you. Your old walls are. Burn the fear of judgment. Let's go deep. Why haven't you posted that video? Why haven't you spoken English in public? Why haven't you told the world your truth? Because of judgment. Because of what will they think? Let me tell you, they don't matter. They don't pay your bills. They don't build your future. They are stuck to. That's why they criticize. Burn the fear. Say what you need to say. Start what you need to start. Because your future is too important to be held hostage by people you won't even know in 5 years. Burn the version that apologizes for everything you apologize too much. For being loud. For being quiet. For asking too much. For wanting more. For dreaming big. Stop. You are not a mistake. Your ambition is not arrogance. Your hunger is not selfishness. Your truth is not a burden. Stop saying sorry for becoming someone powerful. Let the old, apologetic version burn. The world doesn't need a watered-down version of you. It needs your full power. Burn the identity that keeps you small. You've been calling yourself things for years. I'm just lazy. I've always been bad at this. I'm not a morning person. I can't focus. I always fail. These aren't facts. They're stories, and they're lies. You're not lazy. You're undisciplined. You're not bad. You're untrained. You're not broken. You're becoming. Burn those labels. Write new ones. I'm becoming focused. I'm learning fast. I'm dangerous now. Because I believe in me. Burn the past that still controls. Your past was painful. Yes, but it doesn't define you unless you keep reliving it. Stop repeating that heartbreak in your head. Stop rewinding that failure. Stop carrying your old shame like a badge. The past was a lesson, not a sentence. Burn the pages that no longer serve you. You don't have to forget them, but you can rise above them. You're not here to replay. You're here to rewrite. Burn the habits that keep you weak. Let's talk real. What's destroying your life quietly? Late night scrolling, skipping your morning routine, fast food, negative self-talk, saying yes to everyone. These aren't just habits. They are silent killers. Your identity is built on repetition. So if you repeat weakness, you become weak. Burn one weak habit today. Replace it with one powerful action. Do that for 30 days, and you'll forget who you used to be. Burn the map. Make a new path. You're on. Maybe it was never yours. Maybe your parents chose it. Maybe fear chose it. Maybe failure forced it. But you're not stuck. Burn the map. Redraw the lines. Create a new direction. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need the courage to start. Walking. The old version of you was confused, scared, hesitant. The new version isn't waiting anymore. You're not fooling anyone, especially yourself. You post the quotes. You save the reels. You follow the right accounts. You nod along to the motivation. But let me ask you something. Are you living it or just liking it? You pretend to be disciplined. You pretend to be focused. You pretend to be improving. But deep down, you know the truth. You're not becoming the person you show. And it's eating you alive. It's time to close the gap. Time to become who you say you are. Social media is the mask. The mirror is the testing line. You look confident, smart, strong, productive, inspired. But when the phone screen goes black, who are you? Do you live by the words you post? Do you do the work when no one's watching? Are your habits as strong as your captions? Because likes don't build you. Followers don't feed your future. Discipline in silence is louder than applause online. You don't need a better image. You need a better reality. The real you is starving. You've been feeding your image, your profile, your audience. But you've been starving the one who matters, the real you, the one who wakes up anxious. The one who scrolls instead of studies. The one who keeps breaking promises to themselves. And that version of you, he's dying. Not because you're weak, but because you've forgotten what it feels like to be honest with yourself. Your soul doesn't want filters. It wants fire. Stop acting like the life you want is already yours. You post like you've made it. You talk like you've arrived. You carry the vibe of I'm on top. But your bank account says otherwise. Your habits say otherwise. Your schedule says otherwise. Why? Because you're pretending. And pretending kills urgency. It gives you the illusion of progress without the pain of growth. You're not there yet. So act like it. Work like it. Grind like it. Sweat like it. Not to impress, but to become. Who are you when no one's watching? This is the real test. Not when you're in public. Not when you're posting. Not when you're talking big. When you're alone. Are you still training? Are you still reading? Are you still building? Or do you drop the act the moment no one's watching? Because here's the truth. What you do in private is what defines your power in public. You want to be someone real. Then stop performing. Start becoming. The gap between pretend and real creates pain. You think you're just tired, but you're not. You're misaligned. You've been showing one version and living another. And that gap, it hurts. It drains you. It creates shame. It creates guilt. But the answer isn't to give up. The answer is to say, I'm done pretending. From now on, my image will match my effort. Let your life speak louder than your feed. Build it. Don't fake it. You don't need fake productivity. You need real focus. You don't need 100 self-help videos. You need one uncomfortable action. Don't post that you're on the grind. Actually grind. Don't talk about goals. Build systems. Don't wait for motivation. Make discipline your religion. Because the world has enough talkers, enough fakers, enough filters. Don't be the one who lives it so real. Your silence becomes louder than their noise. Speak less. Do more every time you talk about your dream instead of working on it. You're leaking energy. Talking gives you dopamine. Working gives you results. So let your silence be your preparation. Let your routine be your marketing. Let your improvement be your statement. Show up without announcement. Grow without permission. Arrive without apology. Because results never need an explanation. Match your identity to your future. Not your past. You keep living like who you were, not who you're becoming. That's why you sabotage. That's why you procrastinate. That's why you don't believe yourself. It's time to flip it. Start acting like the future you. Now, how does he speak? How does he walk? How does he spend his time? Step into that identity today, not when you earn it. Become him and earn it through action. Every day is a vote. Who are you voting for? Your actions are votes. Skip the workout. Vote for the old you. Watch nonsense for 3 hours. Vote for the old you. Speak with fear. Vote for the old you. But wake up early. Vote for the new you. Practice your English. Vote for the new you. Finish what you started. Vote for the new you. Every day you choose. You cast the vote. And over time, those votes decide who wins. You or the version you're pretending to be. Make it real. Make it daily. Make it you. What if today was the last page? Let me ask you something real. What if today was your last full day alive? Would you still scroll for hours? Stay silent about your dream? Keep making excuses? Waste time arguing, gossiping, or worrying? Or would you finally move? Would you finally speak? Would you finally create? Because here's the truth. You don't know how many pages your book has left, but you're acting like you've got forever. You don't. Time doesn't whisper. It vanishes. You think you'll get a warning. When time's running out, you won't. You won't get a message saying your dream expires in 3 years. Your health collapses into your best chance ends tomorrow. No one's going to tap your shoulder and say, hey, this is your final hour. It just ends silently. Suddenly. And all that's left is what you did or didn't do. So act like time's running out. Because it is. Urgency is the superpower of the great. You want to know the difference between average and elite? Urgency. The average say, I'll do it later. I'll wait till I feel ready. I've got time. The elite say, now, today, this moment. They don't waste windows. They don't wait for perfect. They move with fire, like the clock is hunting them. Because it is. Every great person acted before it was easy, started before it was clear, moved like it was already the final hour. Most people don't live. They delay until death. You are not afraid of death. You're afraid of never having lived. But here's the trap. You're waiting to live. Waiting for the right mood, the right income, the right time, the right partner, and in the meantime, you die in pieces. You fade slowly while pretending you're fine. Let this hit you. If you died today, would you be proud of the last 30 days? If not, change begins now. Final our mindset. Every second matters. Think like a warrior. Act like you're bleeding. A warrior doesn't wait until it's easy. He fights when he's tired. He moves when he's wounded. He pushes when he's outnumbered. You skip days because you don't feel like it. You delay because it's hard right now. You quit because no one's clapping. That's soft. The warrior version of you. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't scroll. He doesn't beg for permission. He just moves, bleeding or not, tired or not, scared or not, because time doesn't wait, and neither does greatness. Burn the backup plan. You've got escape routes. If this doesn't work, I'll go back to normal. If I fail, at least I tried. If it gets hard, I can always quit. But let me tell you this. Backup plans are dream killers. You can't rise with one foot in comfort. You can't lead with one eye on escape. The final, our mindset says, this is it. All in. Burn the bridges. No going back. That's when you finally commit. That's when you finally win. Most people watch the clock. Few beat it right now. People are killing time. But champions, they kill. Weakness with time. They don't sit around. They don't kill hours in confusion. They use every minute like it's oxygen. They chase goals like it's survival. Because they know you can't buy back time. So what are you doing with yours? Watching it pass or making it count? Your calendar is a mirror of your destiny. Don't tell me your priorities. Show me your calendar. Is there time blocked for growth, for health, for practice, for building, or just for scrolling? Your future doesn't lie in your wishes. It lives in your schedule. Final our mindset means every block of time has a purpose. Every hour is a weapon. Every day is a battlefield. And you don't walk into war without a plan. Pressure is not the enemy. It's the shortcut. You're running from pressure. You want life to be easy. You want time. You want space. You want peace. But guess what? Pressure builds power. Diamonds are made from pressure. Beasts are forged in pressure. Legends rise under pressure. Final our mindset says, let the pressure push you, not break you. When you feel it, don't panic. Perform. Act like every day is the last. Until it isn't. You want to win in life? Then here's the mindset. This is my last chance. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now, the last chance to fix your habits. The last chance to speak up. The last chance to create your life. And if it's not, great. You get another day to move like it is. Because when you start living with urgency, you stop wasting time. You stop living in fear. You start becoming who you were born to be. Every story has a turning point. This is yours. The moment where everything changes. The moment the old you dies. The moment the fire comes back. Because every powerful story has a low point, a rock bottom, a moment where everything looks lost. But then the comeback begins. Not with noise, not with applause, but with one quiet decision. I'm not done. You are not finished. Don't care how far you've fallen. I don't care how many years you've wasted. I don't care how many times you quit. If you're breathing, you're not done. If your heart's beating, your future's not dead. If your soul is aching, your comeback has already started. You don't need a second chance. You need one powerful choice. I rise. Today. Now. Restart without shame. Too many people don't rise because they're embarrassed. What will people think? I've said this before. What if I fail again? Let me tell you, screw what they think. You don't owe anyone your silence. You don't owe your past any loyalty. You don't owe failure the rest of your life. Restart. Even if it's the 50th time, even if your hands are shaking, even if no one believes you, because belief comes after consistency, not before. Your pain was the preparation. You thought it was punishment. It WASN single quotes G. The rejection, the heartbreak, the breakdown, the years of silence, the people who walked away. That wasn't punishment. That was preparation. The universe doesn't break you to hurt you. It breaks you to rebuild you stronger. Your pain wasn't pointless. It was sharpening you, training you, carving you into a version of yourself even you haven't met yet. And now, that version is ready to rise. You're not starting over. You're starting wiser. Than say, I'm starting from zero. You're not. You're starting with experience, scars, lessons, grit, hunger. You're not broken. You're rebuilt. You're not behind. You're prepared. You're not late. You're right on time for your rebirth. This is not a reset. It's a rebuild. And the foundation is fireproof now. The future you is watching. Every decision you make today is a message to your future self. So what will he see? Another excuse, another lazy hour, another fake restart? Or will he see a warrior, a builder, a comeback? Will he say, thank you for not giving up on us? Because make no mistake, your future is watching. And it's begging you to act now. Start building, even if it's small. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for full clarity. Don't wait for massive change. Just move. One workout, one page, one English lesson, one uncomfortable action, one silent promise to yourself. That's all it takes to shift momentum. To start feeling alive again. To tell the universe, I'm back. Speak life into yourself. Stop waiting for someone to encourage you. Be your own fire. Say it with me. I am not done. My comeback is now. I don't need permission. I am not my past. I was born to rise. Because your voice is the first builder of your future. Let it speak power, not pity. No more victim language. No more small talk. No more fake humility. Speak like a comeback is already happening. Because it is. Work like it's already your sire. You don't need to hope anymore. You don't need to wish anymore. You need to work like it's already done. Like the fluent English is already in you. Like the business is already built. Like the power is already yours. Like the comeback has already succeeded. And soon, the world will catch up to your belief. Tell the world, this is your comeback story. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to decide. This is my story. This is the part they'll remember. This is the moment I went from lost to legendary. This is the beginning of the rest of my life. And one day, when they ask you how you made it, you'll say, I woke up, I burned the old me, I faced the mirror, and I built the comeback of a lifetime. If you've made it this far, it means something inside you is still alive. A fire, a voice, a dream that refuses to die. You've heard the truth. You've felt the pain. You've seen the mirror. Now, the question is simple. What will you do with this moment? You've been given one life, one chance, one shot to build something powerful. Don't waste it chasing comfort. Don't waste it repeating your excuses. Don't waste it living small. This is your time. This is your reset. This is your comeback story. No more watching. No more waiting. No more wasting. From today, wake up, move with fire, and live like your life depends on it. Because it does. Thank you for listening. Subscribe if you're ready to rebuild yourself. And remember, your future is waiting. Now go get it.